Just wanted to make a video about what Monjaro has done for me. So when I come to find the drug of Monjaro, I'd had a lifetime long of dieting, doing all different diets. Anyone that's close to me or knows me as a bit like Dr. Fox, and my subjects are health, medical conditions, food, I like cooking, and diets. I'm the queen of diets. I've done near on every diet, and I've gone hardcore at lots of different diets. And the biggest stretch I ever done was 7 years of keeping my weight off. So I done 7 years of eating healthy, doing different types of diets in that 7 years, but clean living, like I done carnivore, keto, plant-based, Cambridge, and then just like low carb, eating clean. So I done all of that in that 7 years of keeping my weight off. Plus on top of that, I was, I'd make sure I always drank my water, black coffee, and I was obsessed with exercise to another level. So I'd probably do 2 classes a day sometimes. On top of that, I'd do running, I'd do weights as well, do swimming. Like I'd exercise an obsessive amount. Like I go to the gym like 5-6 times a week, several classes a day, and do these running, swimming and stuff on top. I was completely consumed by diet and exercise. I would worry about going out for a meal because I'd have to plan what I'm going to eat. Will this trigger me to eat something bad? Or, if it's someone's birthday, I dreaded someone's birthday coming up because then I'd probably have to eat cake. And then, I'd go into a cycle where I probably would binge, and then that'd make me, I'd have to do more exercise, or I'd have to go on a more stricter diet. It was just continually like that. And I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I fit pretty much all the criteria. I was really, really, troublesome teenager. So yeah, I struggled a lot. And then, massively food overtook my life from the age of 16 when I got pregnant with my son, and I put on 5 stone, and I was about 12.5 stone when I got pregnant. So, I end up 17.5 stone at 17. And I'm 5'4". So, my BMI must have been pretty high. And this is where, from the age of 17, even though I was overweight as a teenager, this is where it took a turning point where it consumed my thoughts every day. Total obsession of thinking about how I'm going to lose weight. Oh, I love food. I just want something to eat. Oh, I'll go and get something to eat. And I'll eat something. Oh, why do I eat that? I'm so stupid. I'm stupid. Why have I given into that? No. So it's this constant, food noise, what we know it as now, that I lived with throughout my whole adult life. So when my weight was low and I felt okay in my body, that brain still didn't change. I was still consumed and desperate not to eat things, making sure I'd done everything to make sure I keep the weight off. It's all to do with weight, all to do with keeping my size down, not putting on weight, everything was consumed by that. And at points I'd feel desperate to give in, and desperate to eat certain things. I'd either give into it and don't, or start an X diet. And then there's points where I completely fell off the wagon and thought, do you know what? I've had enough. This is just draining, doing this all the time. I just feel mentally and physically exhausted. I'd give in, put on weight, then I'd feel like desperate. How can I lose weight? How can I lose weight? Just looking for the next thing to try and lose weight. And then, since I've started taking Monjaro, it's just stopped. I'm not obsessed with anything anymore. I just feel like I'm normal. Like before, I felt like I was looking for something to fix me because part of me was broken, and I was looking for the answer to make me feel normal or to stop me. And now I just feel so normal. It's like I'm not obsessed with exercise. I'm not obsessed with food. If I eat something bad, I don't feel guilty or shame. I don't pile on weight if I do eat something. Like last week, I said like I felt like I was eating a lot more carbs last week. I was thinking, oh, this is a bit concerning. But you know what? It's not, because I don't feel bad about it at all. And this week, it's just naturally just don't feel as hungry. So I've just been eating a bit less, or I've not been eating as many carbs. And, you know, it just sort of like fixes itself without the mental pressure on your brain. And it's like it makes you listen to your own body. Like last week I was a bit ill. I had a bad cold. I felt a bit run down. So I naturally just ate more food. And then this week I feel better. I don't feel as hungry. I've naturally been eating less. I don't feel like I fancy as many carbs. I haven't been eating the cereals or chocolate. It's just fixed itself without me stressing or mentally beating myself up or feeling drained or exhausted. It just feels like it puts something right in my body, and it's more than just a weight loss. I feel great that I've lost weight. I'm in a place where I feel okay. I do want to go a bit more. I've sort of like thinking to myself now, probably about 10.5 stone. I think if I can get to around there, that'd be good. If I don't, like I said, I'm not stressed about it. I'm okay as I am. If my body doesn't go any lower, that's fine. I'm not bothered. I'm not even obsessed by the scales no more. I don't weigh myself every day. I would obsessively weigh myself every single day, if not several times a day. Wonder how much weight I'd put on in a day. I'd weigh myself in the morning, weigh myself now. Oh my God, I would put 4 pound on in a day. How does anyone do that? That's just by me eating normal food. That's what I would do. And I'd be obsessed about that all the time. Whereas now, just feel normal. And you know what? I don't feel like it's an uphill struggle. I don't feel desperate. I just feel normal. And do you know what? To feel normal is great. I just don't have to worry about it no more. So when then people say to you, oh, what happens when you come off the drug? Well, there is no definite you have to. You can use it for weight maintenance. So that's a choice. Some people will try and come off this drug and they will do fine. You know, we'll see, won't we? It's like any other treatment plan for depression, antidepressants, or, I don't know, statin, or people that have diabetes take their medication. You don't say to the kind of people about their treatment, do you? Do you know how many people in the world there are on antidepressants? Do people go around saying, oh, what are you going to do when you stop taking them then? Are you going to be on them for the rest of your life? It is what it is, isn't it? You do what you got to do. And if something's working for you, that's all you've got to worry about. But that's what Monjaro has done for me.